Hello, I'm Sunny. I am an actor on General Hospital, and many people really love both me and our General Hospital drama. So I've come here to share updates about my beloved General Hospital. Everyone, please subscribe and support me. If you do, I will keep coming every day with new updates for you. The drama reaches an emotional boiling point in General Hospital on Wednesday, July 15th, as long-buried secrets begin surfacing, desperate alliances are tested, and life-changing moments unfold all across Port Charles. The episode opens with an air of urgency surrounding Portia Robinson, whose world is suddenly turned upside down when labor begins far sooner than expected. At the very same time, another mission is quietly gathering momentum as Anna Devane sets her sights on the one person who may finally hold the missing piece of a mystery that has haunted her for months. Determined and unwilling to let another opportunity slip away, Anna heads straight to the hospital, where Jocelyn Jacks continues recovering from the devastating gunshot wound that nearly claimed her life. Although Joss is still physically fragile, her mind remains sharp, and Anna senses that whatever Joss remembers could become the breakthrough she has been desperately searching for. Every step Anna takes toward Joss feels heavy with anticipation, as though fate itself has orchestrated this meeting at exactly the right moment. The hospital, usually a place of healing, suddenly becomes the stage for a revelation that could change the course of multiple lives. As Anna approaches Joss's bedside, the emotional weight between them is impossible to ignore. Both women survived the horrifying nightmare at Windermere, where captivity, fear, and uncertainty pushed them to their limits and left scars that no one else could truly understand. Their shared trauma has forged an unspoken connection, one built not only on survival but also on the desperate hope that the truth has finally come within reach. Anna quietly admits that she hopes Joss is the person who can help carry her across the finish line, a statement that reflects months of relentless searching and unanswered questions. Those words linger in the room, hanging between them with quiet intensity as Joss begins recalling memories that once seemed too painful to revisit. Among those memories is the mysterious message Anna discovered written on the wall during her imprisonment between Halloween of 2025 and the early months of 2026. Now, with time offering new perspective, Joss may finally confirm what she saw and reveal details that neither of them fully understood in the moment. The secret she chooses to share could become the missing key that unlocks Anna's dangerous mission, the very same mission repeatedly referenced by the haunting hallucination of Peter August that refuses to leave Anna's subconscious. While hidden truths slowly emerge inside the hospital, another dangerous game continues unfolding within the dark walls of Windermere. Jack Brennan and Nina Reeves remain locked in a desperate search for Jack's elusive little black box, an object whose importance grows with every passing minute. Hidden inside that seemingly insignificant device is the evidence they need against Drew Kane, evidence powerful enough to blackmail him into remaining silent once he escapes his mysterious locked-in condition. Every room they search increases the pressure, as the possibility of failure grows more terrifying than ever before. The tension between Jack and Nina shifts constantly, balancing suspicion, desperation, and unexpected trust as they work side by side. Shared danger has a strange way of bringing people closer together, and as they continue their frantic search, the possibility of a deeper bond quietly begins to emerge. Whether their growing partnership becomes something stronger remains uncertain, but in moments like these, survival often creates connections that neither person ever expected. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Drew Kane's complicated situation casts a long emotional shadow over everyone connected to him. His wife, Willow Kane, finds herself sharing emotionally charged scenes with Michael Corinthos, forcing both of them to confront feelings they have struggled to bury. During a tense conversation, Michael delivers a cryptic remark, calmly telling Willow that they both know he gave her exactly what she wanted. Those words immediately raise more questions than answers, leaving everyone wondering exactly who Michael is talking about. Is he referring to Drew, whose influence continues to shape Willow's decisions despite everything that has happened, or could his words actually be aimed at Harrison Chase instead? The uncertainty only deepens the emotional complexity surrounding Willow, who now finds herself caught between conflicting loyalties, painful memories, and impossible choices. Whatever the truth may be, Michael's carefully chosen words suggest that hidden emotions are simmering just beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to erupt. Across town, another emotionally explosive confrontation is ready to ignite as Carly Spencer comes face-to-face with Britt Westbourne. Britt returns only to discover that everything she once considered familiar has disappeared beneath her feet. While she was gone, believing she would never return, Carly moved forward with life, changed the locks on Bobby's apartment, and even rented the room to Tristan Roberts. Britt suddenly finds herself with no home, no money, and nowhere to turn, leaving frustration and humiliation boiling inside her. Yet Carly refuses to apologize for making practical decisions after Britt seemingly walked away from her old life for good. Their confrontation quickly escalates into one of the episode's fiercest exchanges as Carly bluntly tells Britt to stop acting like the world owes her something and start fixing her own life. The words strike with brutal honesty, exposing years of resentment, disappointment, and unresolved conflict, while making it painfully clear that Carly has no intention of softening her stance. The emotional collision leaves both women standing at a crossroads where pride and vulnerability threaten to consume whatever remains of their relationship. Not every storyline is driven by conflict alone, however, as Giovanna Gio Palmieri and Trina Robinson receive major news connected to their highly anticipated showcase event. What should have been a thrilling milestone suddenly becomes overwhelming for Trina, whose confidence begins to crumble under the pressure of the enormous opportunity before her. Fear quietly replaces excitement as self-doubt creeps into her thoughts, convincing her that she simply cannot go through with it. She reaches an emotional breaking point and admits that the entire plan feels like a terrible mistake, insisting she cannot do it after all. Her uncertainty reflects the very human fear of falling short just when success seems within reach. Fortunately, Gio refuses to let panic define the moment and steps in with words of encouragement designed to rebuild her confidence. His steady support reminds Trina of her own strength, suggesting that sometimes the greatest victories begin with overcoming the fear that tells us to walk away. Meanwhile, gratitude becomes the driving force behind another unexpected reunion as Curtis Ashford crosses paths with Valentin Cassadine. Curtis has not forgotten the incredible risk Valentin took when Jordan Ashford's vehicle crashed and landed dangerously along the roadside. Despite knowing that remaining at the scene could expose him to authorities and jeopardize his own freedom, Valentin chose to stay and help Curtis rescue Jordan from the wreckage. Moments after they managed to pull her to safety, the vehicle exploded, proving that Valentin's actions had undoubtedly saved her life. Curtis kept Valentin's involvement a secret to shield him from legal consequences, but silence has never diminished the gratitude he carries in his heart. Now he finally has the chance to express his appreciation face to face, acknowledging the courage that made Jordan's survival possible. Yet this heartfelt reunion may quickly evolve into something more complicated, as Curtis appears ready to ask Valentin for another favor, opening the door to yet another unpredictable chapter in their already complicated relationship. As all these stories race toward their emotional climaxes, the episode delivers its most urgent and deeply personal crisis through Portia Robinson. Without warning, the unmistakable reality of labor crashes into her world, leaving no room for hesitation or careful planning. The intensity builds with breathtaking speed as Portia realizes there may not even be enough time to reach the safety of the hospital before the baby arrives. Fear, excitement, and overwhelming uncertainty collide inside her as she declares that this baby is coming right now. Every passing second raises the stakes, forcing everyone around her to react instantly, while the possibility of giving birth at home becomes increasingly real. The greatest question, however, is not simply where the baby will be born, but whether Portia will have anyone beside her during one of the most vulnerable moments of her life. As Wednesday's unforgettable episode draws closer, every storyline converges into an emotional storm filled with dangerous secrets, painful confrontations, unexpected hope, and the promise that by the end of the day, the lives of Port Charles residents may never be the same again.